So you're thinking about moving to Jersey City, but you want to know about the good and the bad before you make that move? Well, in this video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the good stuff and the not so good stuff that might possibly impact your decision making if you want to make this move or not. And at the end, there's going to be something that you probably haven't heard before, so stay tuned and let's get after it right now. Hey, if you're new to the channel and you want to know everything about Jersey City and the surrounding area, well, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you're the first to know about the current market in Jersey City. This is Seth with the Living North New Jersey channel, and we get calls and emails and texts every day from people just like you looking to make a move to North New Jersey, and we absolutely love it. So if you're looking to make a move here, whether it's in 1 day or 100 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'll be happy to help you make that smooth move to Jersey City. So let's get started with our video about Jersey City. This city has a lot to offer. It's one of the highlights to New Jersey. It has Liberty State Park, which is right across Statue of Liberty, one of the top tourist areas, and a bunch of other things like several different kind of recreational parks and condos and single families, multi-families, all different kind of homes you can imagine. You have downtown, you have upper town, you have lower town, you have all these different sections that you need to know about. So let's get after our video. Where is Jersey City located? Jersey City is located right across Lower Manhattan, facing the entirety of New York City. So it goes from Hoboken, where the downtown and the heights kind of surround Hoboken, all the way down to Bayonne, which is very, very long. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of living in Jersey City. So the good stuff and the not so good stuff. And I can't wait because a lot of people share the good stuff, but not too many people want to share the not so good stuff, which I think is very important. If you ask me, if I were to move to a city nearby or somewhere else, to a completely different state, whatever the case might be, I would want to know about the drawbacks, because why wouldn't you want to know about the drawbacks where it could affect your decision making whether you want to move there or not. And this could be a very, very different things. It could be traffic, it could be a commute to your workplace, it could be schools, different kind of factors that play into the decision making, which could be extremely, extremely important if you're planning to live there. So let's get after our first pro for Jersey City, and that's gonna be the convenient location and proximity to New York City. So it's in a very convenient location. It's situated right between Hoboken as well as Bayonne, so you are getting a good chunk right across New York City, and you can really navigate to any part of the suburbs as well if that's something you're kind of willing to do. And it's the most convenient for anybody that is looking to work in New York City or study in New York City, want to quickly pop into the city if they need to, and anybody really that is looking for a more active lifestyle with more kind of noise involved, more cars and more traffic. So we're going to talk about all that as well, but the convenient location to Jersey City is one of the top pros, which makes and draws really a lot of people to it. So let's get moving to our first con. I want to talk about the cost of living. Yep, you probably guessed it. The cost of living is definitely higher than most other states and a lot of other suburbs of New Jersey as well. If you compare it to Manhattan though, I wouldn't really consider it to be very high. I would actually consider it to be lower, because if you look at the taxes, the cost of rent, cost of goods, things like that, definitely lower than New York City. But Jersey City has a higher cost of living in comparison to many, many other states in the US. So just keep that in mind. However, obviously the opportunities are higher with the higher cost of living. So keep that in mind. Alright, so let's move on to our next pro here, and the next pro is going to be the diverse cultural experience. So in Jersey City, you're going to find a ton of cultural environments, ton of different kind of festivals that go on every single week, almost, you know, every few weeks, major festivals that happen. So that's one of the top things about Jersey City you don't see in many other cities, whether it's in New Jersey or somewhere else. I haven't seen it anywhere, and it seems like a lot of people really like this aspect because they get to, you know, try different kind of foods. They get to go to different kind of festivals. Especially when the weather warms up during spring and summer, you're gonna see a lot of people going outside and enjoying different kind of programs and activities that are going on, and it's just amazing overall because you're not just at a boring cultural environment, but rather you're seeing different kind of cultures, tapestry, cuisine, different kind of foods. And this is because of the diverse population, and it's just amazing because it provides a dynamic environment and it doesn't get boring. So let's move on to our next con. Our next con, you probably guessed it, it's gonna be in there, the traffic and somewhat commute as well. So if you're planning to work in Jersey City or in the nearby area in the New Jersey side, you're gonna definitely run into some traffic. And it's because it's a different type of city where it's not mostly suburbs, but it's similar to the Manhattan lifestyle where it's very city-like, very traffic-like, and a lot of cars and narrow roads. So that's a lot of Jersey City. And if you're planning to go to New York City, I would say the approximate commute during the rush hours is probably anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes. If you're going anytime during the day where there's less traffic, it could be only about 15 to 20 minutes depending on which section of Jersey City you're heading towards. But I would say from around downtown area, which is closer to the New York side by the waterfront, you're only looking about, you know, about 15 to 20 minutes commute time with a car. However, a lot of people do prefer going with a bus or a ferry or via the path, which obviously if you're using the path, for example, you're skipping traffic. If you're using the train, you're skipping traffic, which is great, and it'll take you faster even during the rush hours. You know, expect to get from Jersey City to New York City using the path or the light rail, you know, within 15 to 20 minutes or so, which is great. That's why it's one of the best locations for anybody that works or studies in New York City to really live in. But just keep in mind, because it's definitely a drawback for a lot of people that don't want to really deal with the traffic, the congestion. So make sure you know what's commute time, make sure you know what kind of commute you're willing to take, and really look at moving depending on that, whether you want to live near a bus stop or near the path. But if that's something that you're interested in, reach out and we'd be happy to chat through it. So our next pro is one of my favorites because Jersey City has one of the best views there is anywhere in New Jersey because of the waterfront. The waterfront and generally speaking, the outdoor recreation is absolutely phenomenal. You can really go by the boardwalk anytime during the week, anytime during the weekend, and it'll be packed because everybody from all around Jersey City is going there just to walk, just to get some exercise in and enjoy the beautiful views. And that's something that you get to enjoy as a resident in the Jersey City area. And a lot of people know this, where one of the main reasons why they move closer to the downtown side, which is closer to the waterfront, is for the views. Not just for getting faster to the city or not just for living in an active lifestyle environment, but the views are absolutely phenomenal. I personally don't think you get as nice views from Manhattan because Manhattan, obviously, you can't look at itself and you can only see Manhattan from outside of it the best way possible, and I think Jersey City has that. And about the outdoor recreation, you have a ton of parks everywhere almost, starting with the major park and attraction in Jersey City, Liberty State Park, over 1,200 acres of land for picnic activities, tourism, and jumping on ferries. And if you want to spend some time at the Statue of Liberty, that is something you could do as well. There's a bunch of other parks all throughout Jersey City in different sections. Some are smaller, some are larger parks. And if you haven't checked out our Living in Jersey City video with a full vlog tour, we go over a few homes and we actually visit Liberty State Park, and you get to really see what it's like being there. So check out that video if you haven't done so already. Our next con is the limited amount of schools that are available. So it really varies where you're coming from depending on how limited it'll be in Jersey City, but there are a lot of options, generally speaking, for public schooling. However, if you are someone who has kids and you are really careful and diligent in the type of school you're going to send your kid to, well, it's very important that you do that research beforehand, and it's going to really impact which neighborhood of Jersey City you want to move into. There's a lot of private school options as well, which obviously has a financial toll, but it comes with a lot of advantages. So depending on your budget, the neighborhood that you're willing to move to, or where you want to move, that's going to play a huge role in the kind of schooling, as there are several different kind of schools. So it may be limited if you're looking for a specific schooling system, if you have children, or if that's something you are looking at, or if that's something you are really considering. Alright, so the last but not least pro to Jersey City is going to be the amenities and lifestyle. So in terms of amenities and lifestyle, what are we talking about here? So for amenities, we have a ton of different kind of restaurants, cafes, and these are not just any kind of restaurant or cafes like McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts. And not to hate on them, I love Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, but you need to understand that local shops are different. They are incomparable, and there's a lot of them in urban towns like Jersey City. So if you jump into downtown, especially, every block, I can almost promise you that it has a coffee shop. It has a very unique restaurant that's been there for a long time with absolutely amazing Google reviews. So I can promise you that's one of the top pros in my mind, because I love food. And if you are somebody that likes food, that likes different kind of cultural foods and cafes and coffee shops, well, Jersey City has one of the best to offer. Outside of restaurants and coffee shops, there's a lot of shopping centers throughout the city, and you get to kind of go to a plaza where you can kind of get all your needs done in one plaza. We actually go over that one in the Google Maps video we actually posted, so check that out. We kind of go over where Jersey City is on Google Maps and kind of dive into the different areas of it and shopping centers. But Jersey City has great amount of department stores, shopping plazas, and nearby malls that you can really go to at ease, so that's not a problem. And last but not least, for the lifestyle and amenities, you have a ton of things to do at night. So lots of different kind of restaurants that are open until the end of night, different kind of fun activities like bowling and theaters that really don't close until 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. or sometimes even up to 1 or 2 a.m. So that's something great. You're not going to be bored if you're somebody that likes to hang out during the weekends and have some fun. And last point here about our pros and cons is going to be our last con for today, and that's going to be the urban noise and crowding. So what do I mean by that? There is a lot of people, obviously, being a urban town, urban city, and there's a lot of people. So if you're not used to a lot of people or a densely populated town, well, this is going to be kind of that town, to be honest with you. There's going to be a lot of people on the streets, there's going to be a lot of traffic at times, and a lot of people walking around. So you really need to be careful if you're driving and you're not used to a lot of people walking, especially on the streets, crossing, things like that. That's something to keep in mind. It's almost like any kind of urban town that you would think, but 10x, because it's one of the most densely populated cities in New Jersey. Newark is similar to this. Hoboken has a lot of crowding and the dense population. So Jersey City is just like that. Just to keep in mind, it's important to know about this as well. So to really go over everything, we talked about all these pros and cons. Amazing location, high cost of living, lots of traffic at times if you're not really using the public transportation. But it's really up to you to make this decision. I can't tell you whether it's not a good or bad idea because everybody's situation is different. So if you think some of these cons are gonna really affect your decision making and if you should move or not, or if you should stay at where you are or maybe move to a next town nearby, well, let us know down in the comments about if you have any questions, or reach us from our contact information in the description below. We'd be happy to help you kind of navigate through that, whether you have some questions, whether you want to make sure about something or not. Free of charge. We have several conversations every single day with people just like you. So either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you really make that smooth move if it's something that may be a good fit for you. And if not, that's totally fine. There's other towns nearby, or if you are looking to move to a different state, we can help you with that as well. But if you made it this far, I want to thank you very much, and just if you can do us a small favor, hit that subscribe button and like the video if you liked the video, and let us know what you think about Jersey City down in the comments below. Did you think this was an informative video? Do you think it was valuable to you? We really would appreciate that feedback, and we'll see you on the next one.